Okay, so here we have the Peavey VTM-60, 60 watt all tube amplifier, similar to the JCM 900 by Marshall, made in the late 80s but discontinued very quickly because Marshall did not like how it was similar to their JCM 900 and a lot less expensive. I bought it on eBay for 180 bucks and the JCM is like 1,000, so it shows you Peavey knew what they were doing. They made a really good amp for a really good price. I don't know how old the tubes are though, but it still sounds great for possibly old tubes. I will post a new video up when I get new tubes though. It's a one-channel amplifier. It can be modified though, so you can modify it to be a 2-channel. I've seen a couple manuals online to do that, or you can take it to someone who works on tube amps and they can probably do that for you. Alright, it's running into a 4x12 using Kettner cab, recording it with a Shure SM57 mic, and using a BC Rich Masterpiece Bitch guitar. And let me show you what the front panel looks like. Alright, you have your inputs, high gain and low gain. You have your gain, which is pre-gain gives you more distortion, and post is basically the master volume. Equalization, low, mids, and highs. Response modifications. Probably the coolest part about this amp is you modify it every time you turn one of these on. Usually use a screwdriver like this. You can possibly use your fingernails too. So you have 2 gain boosts, a compressor, 2 low boosts, a mid boost, and 2 high boosts. And you have the system presence knob. It gives you more, I guess, tube saturation. There's really a magic knob for this amp. I'm not sure what it does, but it makes it sound a lot better. Alright, effects loop, VTM-60, and power on and standby on. Now I'm going to show you what it sounds like, and at the end of the video I will show you the back and give you my personal review about this amp. So, hope you enjoy it. We're going to start off with some clean sounds. Pre-gain between 1 and 2 o'clock, and post-gain up a little. Switch pickups. So a good clean sound can come from it. Turn the gain about halfway up, pre-gain. Switch pickups. A lot more gain coming from it when this is about 12 o'clock, so that's, now we're going to try turning the gain up a little more. How about 8 o'clock? And all the way to 10. Try out the system presence knob. Gives you a lot more presence, the magic knob of the amp. tube saturation and gain. That's what it sounds like coming from that. Now we have a really British tone coming from this amp. I'm going to turn gain 1 on the response modifications on and see what that sounds like. I'll add a little more gain. Response modification, and then turn gain 2 up. It's my favorite, gives you a lot more distortion. So let's turn those off, and we're going to turn the compressor on. It quiets the volume, you may notice. That's an interesting effect. Turn low 1 and low 2 on. Increases the low end. You can combine gain 1 and gain 2 with the lows, and that'll give you a really heavy metal sound. Turn the mid boost on. With the gain, gives you AC/DC sounding tune. It's a really good tune. Alright, let's have a look at the back of the amp, shall we? So you see your two power tubes right there. The preamp tubes are further in the front. It's really hard to see them. Over there is your ground switch, and getting closer you have 4 speaker outputs between 16 ohm, 8 ohm, 4 ohm, and not used. There's a bunch of combinations for those. And right here have hum balance, so you can change that to adjust the amount of hum coming from the amp, which is really helpful in reducing feedback. And booster output, remote standby. Not really sure what that does, but another feature of the VTM-60. So all in all, my review of this amp, personally I love this amp. Like, it can give you every sound you want, from classic rock to British vintage sound to AC/DC. It can even give you metal, and it is extremely loud for 60 watts. It can get way up there. So that's about all I can say about this amp. It's really great. If you're considering buying it, I definitely would, because although it's hard to find, I consider looking for it though, as instead of getting a JCM or something like that, get this thing. It's awesome. Alright.